Fiddler Ray. The Fiddler Ray Trygonorrhina spp, also known as the Banjo Ray or Guitarfish, is a type of cartilaginous fish belonging to the family Rhinobatidae. Here are some interesting life facts about Fiddler Rays. Number 1. Appearance. Fiddler Rays have a distinctive appearance characterized by their flattened body, which resembles that of a guitar or banjo. They have large pectoral fins that are broadly attached to the sides of their body, giving them a wing-like appearance. These rays typically have a brownish or grayish coloration with mottled patterns that provide effective camouflage against the seafloor. Number 2. Habitat. Fiddler rays are primarily found in shallow coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific region, including Australia and New Zealand. They inhabit sandy or muddy seabeds, estuaries, and shallow bays, where they bury themselves in the substrate to conceal themselves from predators and ambush prey. Number 3. Behavior. Fiddler rays are bottom-dwelling predators, feeding primarily on small benthic invertebrates such as crustaceans, mollusks, and worms. They use their strong jaws and specialized teeth to crush and consume their prey, which they detect using their keen sense of smell and electroreception. Number 4. Reproduction. Fiddler rays are ovoviviparous, meaning that they give birth to live young rather than laying eggs. After mating, the female Fiddler Ray retains the fertilized eggs within her body until they hatch, at which point she gives birth to fully formed juvenile rays. Number 5. Conservation status. While specific population data for Fiddler Rays are limited, they are not typically targeted by commercial fisheries due to their relatively small size and limited market value. However, they may be caught incidentally as bycatch in trawl and gillnet fisheries, and habitat degradation and pollution pose threats to their coastal habitats. Number 6. Ecological role. Fiddler rays play an important role in their ecosystem as both predators and prey. They help regulate populations of benthic invertebrates and contribute to the overall balance of marine ecosystems. 7. Interaction with humans. Fiddler rays are generally harmless to humans and are not aggressive unless provoked or threatened. They are sometimes encountered by recreational divers and snorkelers in their coastal habitats, where they can be observed resting on the seafloor or swimming gracefully above the substrate. Overall, Fiddler rays are fascinating marine creatures with unique adaptations for life on the seafloor. While they may not receive as much attention as other marine species, they play an important ecological role in coastal ecosystems. Fiddler rays face several biological challenges that can impact their survival and population dynamics. Some of these challenges include: Number 1. Habitat loss and degradation. Coastal development, pollution, and habitat destruction are significant threats to Fiddler rays' habitats. Reclamation of coastal areas for urbanization, industrial activities, and aquaculture can lead to the loss of essential breeding, feeding, and nursery grounds for these rays. Number 2. Overfishing and bycatch. While Fiddler rays are not typically targeted by commercial fisheries, they are often caught incidentally as bycatch in trawl and gillnet fisheries targeting other species. High levels of bycatch can negatively impact Fiddler ray populations, especially if the fishing pressure is unsustainable or if individuals are caught before reaching reproductive age. Number 3. Climate change. Climate change poses various threats to Fiddler rays and their habitats, including rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification, and changes in weather patterns. These environmental changes can affect the distribution and abundance of prey species, alter reproductive cycles, and disrupt important ecological processes. Number 4. Pollution and contamination. Pollution from industrial runoff, agricultural activities, and coastal development can introduce toxins, heavy metals, and pollutants into Fiddler ray habitats. Contaminants can accumulate in their tissues, leading to adverse health effects such as reproductive abnormalities, immune suppression, and reduced fitness. Number 5. Habitat fragmentation. Habitat fragmentation can isolate Fiddler ray populations and disrupt natural migration and movement patterns. Fragmented habitats may limit access to suitable breeding and foraging areas, reduce genetic diversity, and increase the vulnerability of populations to environmental stressors. Number 6. Invasive species. Invasive species can pose a threat to Fiddler rays by competing for resources, preying on juveniles, or altering habitat characteristics. Introduced predators or competitors can disrupt the natural balance of ecosystems and negatively impact native species populations. Number 7. Human disturbance. Human activities such as recreational boating, coastal tourism, and shoreline development can disturb Fiddler ray habitats and disrupt essential behaviors such as feeding, breeding, and resting. Increased human presence in coastal areas can lead to habitat degradation, disturbance of nesting sites, and displacement of individuals. Addressing these biological challenges requires coordinated conservation efforts, including habitat protection and restoration, sustainable fisheries management, pollution control measures, climate change mitigation strategies, and public education and awareness initiatives. By addressing these threats, it's possible to help ensure the long-term survival and conservation of Fiddler Ray populations.